Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your October reading. Ooh, Spirit picked for you the Everyday Witch Tarot. These are always fun to use. I'm super excited. Okay, so we're going to do a tarot. We're going to do a tarot. We're going to do a Celtic cross. I don't read reversals, just so that you're aware of that. And then we're going to take a look at some advice on that. As far as the eclipses, we are entering into eclipse season, and there are 2 of them. And so I will do separate videos for each of those coming up. And I really like what we're seeing here. All right. Wow. Overall energy, 10 of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. Super cool. Opportunity here to have it all. This is legacy. It's also like the Tree of Life, kind of like what I'm wearing here, the Tree of Life. So it's everything. It's the financial abundance, emotional, it's spiritual abundance, it's everything. It's really bringing it all together in a way that really works for you. So this one only has the 2 generations, not 3, but it does have the dog of loyalty sitting there, which is nice too. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. You find yourself in this finding my balance, right? Tree pose. So this is Temperance. On one side of the table, she's got all the healthy foods, and on the other side, she's got cupcakes. Down here in the subconscious, we have the kitty who has knocked over a cupcake. Is licking the frosting. All right, so this is willpower. This is, it's sitting there and he's casually washing his paw, but I don't really know. So it's like avoiding the temptations, even when they fall right into your lap like that. And so here in this Temperance, it's finding the balance. So we are in Libra season. Libra season is often about finding balance in all kinds of things, relationship balance and our relationship to ourselves, our relationship to others, our relationship to our work, life balance. All those balances and things start coming into play. And they've been showing up in a lot of the readings, and I'm more than halfway through now. And so there is a lot of energy around finding the balance, because what is driving this energy forward here? We have the 8 of Pentacles, which tells me you've been working hard. You have been working hard, and in order to create the balance, you also have to rest and you have to play. They are showing rest and play, by the way, are showing up in your outcome cards. We have the 4 of Swords and we have the 3 of Cups, right? And so this 3 of Cups, you've got the Maiden, the Mother, and the Wise One. And so this is also about the emotional knowledge and wisdom that we take in during a meditative state here of this 4 of Swords. But you'll notice that it's nighttime there. I really want to encourage you, as we are going through the seasonal shift and change. We've now passed the equinox, right? And so the days are getting shorter. The need for rest is getting stronger. We are my channel is titled Moon Directed, because all my life I have said I am solar powered and moon directed. That is why I titled this. And so and when the days are shorter, man, I feel my energy window getting smaller and smaller. And so honor your body and honor the cycles. Allow yourself to, to slide into that energy the way it should. Now, if you're a Capricorn rising, you are actually getting into the busy part of your chart, right? You've been there for a little bit. Now it's going to get a little bit busier, more career-oriented, more goal-oriented for the next couple of months. And so there is a need to really collaborate with others on an emotional level in order to push things forward. So you have an ace. That's nice. In your subconscious, you have the Page of Swords, which looks a lot like this Ace of Swords to me. Right? They're kind of youthful energy. They're new. It's a new thought. It's a new thought. It needs a little research, right? His books are on the ground there. It needs a little thought. It needs a little research. But this is, it's in the subconscious. And so this is working with, they're both looking to the sky. They're both looking to their higher self. So actual research, yes, definitely. You have the Knight of Swords too. Libra season's the first part of this, plus we have a new moon eclipse in Libra. That is a lot of initiating energy, and you have a lot of initiation energy here. But you'll notice one thing, they're all wearing blue. So what is true for you? So this is taking action on what is true for you, seeking the knowledge. Look, his feet, he is high above there. So the water is below him. He has a view of the emotional waters, but he is also being led by crows, by magic. He is moving in a direction, but he is being led by the magic. So, what is this new idea, this new inspiration, this download that is coming in? Where is the magic happening in your life right now? Where do you want to create and manifest the magic? There is some competition. Okay, so Three of Cups there. On your mind is the Three of Wands. She's standing on the cliff and she's creating the magic. She's stirring the winds. She's stirring the pot. She's creating, actively working to manifest, to take things to the next level, right? But she's using magic to do this. This is in your conscious thought. And so your words matter. Your words matter. Speak of your dreams to yourself in the most positively framed way. Don't put any negative words in it. It's almost like you are stirring things up into your own little magical potion here. I can't express to you enough how much this is not a time to let other people in on what it is that you're trying to do. Don't do that. Not because I think they're going to steal it. I'm not really worried about that as much as I think they're going to say, you can't do that. That won't work. And so general idea, sure, if you want to, but I would keep a lot of the specifics to yourself and be very cautious who you are allowing to attach their energy, because if they are attaching low vibrational energy, it weighs it down. It's sort of like tying a, like, you know, when you get a helium balloon and you need it to not float off, and so you tie it to like a big heavy weight or something. Every time you attach somebody else's idea to your balloon, it weighs it down, it weighs it down, it weighs it down, and then it can't lift off. And so be very careful who you're telling, because here, this is the opportunity, but it is the Five of Wands. And so there's a lot of competition going on here and a lot of arguing. The cats are arguing. The witches are arguing. How is this? I want to clarify. How is this? How is this a positive thing? How can you take the competition and turn it into a positive thing? Okay, so we get the Hermit and the Seven of Cups. It is your individual choice. There's a lot of opportunities, and there is a need to seek your higher self. I think, even though this is in the area of opportunity, I think what that is really saying is that if you share what it is that you're thinking about out there for other people to decide whether or not they think it's good or bad, because the challenge here is the Judgment card. The challenge is the Judgment card, and so I feel like it's other people. The more that you allow them to attach their energy to it, then you have an opportunity to just create chaos, which, you know, she looks like she's trying to stir up some chaos there. So depending on what it is that you're trying to do, that might be a good thing. Let's say, for instance, The idea of stirring up a little chaos at work just to shake things up to get some things to turn around. If you think that's really going to benefit you, that feels like a Scorpio move. But hey, if it works for you, it works for you. But I think that for the most part, the idea would be to get into your own head. She's meditating and she's sitting there by herself and connecting in and very grounded energy, right? And so I think that you have an opportunity to avoid the chaos by avoiding allowing other people to put their judgment on a situation. And you make your choice and your decision, Seven of Cups, she's not asking everybody else, she's choosing for herself. So choose. And she's actually picking the one that's got the little heart on it. Choose what you love. And then go after it and make it work. Because in your environment, you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's kind of feels like that 10-10 gateway. You have an opportunity to step through this. Because what is this overall energy? The Ten of Pentacles. And so you have an opportunity to really turn the wheel in your favor. There is a need to balance, though, the work and the play. But this Ace of Swords, this is that new idea. This is very young thought process energy. But there is a need to take action on it, to move forward on it. But I think not telling everybody what you're doing. I think that is the biggest piece of advice. I don't know what else we're going to get here, but I can tell you right now, looking at these cards, the most important thing is that you stay balanced. And in your own center, you find your own center and your own balance. And then that way you can actually put your finger on the wheel as it's spinning and get it to stop where you want it to. Ooh, you have the Starling and the Dove. Haven't seen either of these all day. Starlings are interesting, right? Have you ever watched them? They're the ones that they like a big cloud. It goes this way and switches direction and goes this way, and then it goes this way. They're kind of fun to watch. They're not fun at the bird feeder because they eat a lot of food. Okay, so it's number 33, so it kind of has that energy of the Empress with it. Starling says, I am Starling, the relinquishing of the ego. I am the binding of society. I am the way the entire world affects you and the way you affect the entire world. I am unity. I am wholeness. You have reached a time when your work must be shared. Stop hoarding your gifts. So, sharing your work when it's completed. Great. I'm a fan of that. But the new ideas, they're not ready to be shared yet. And so I'm not saying don't share your gifts with the world. I actually think you need to, right? That Three of Cups, the maiden, the mother, and the wise one. They do need to be shared with the world, but they don't, not until you have something to share. Like the Ten of Pentacles, right? Something new that needs more. It's like a tender plant. It needs to be protected from the wind. Okay, so stop hiding your wisdom. When what you learn is only good as long as you use it to teach others. I am tradition. I am your ability to bring things together in a meaningful way. It is time to express. It is time to blend yourself into a bigger picture. Being group-minded, it doesn't mean giving up your personal power, but rather allowing that power to shine brightly. You are a gathering of the minds. You are the expansion of ideas. You are the catalyst. You are a Starling. I'm getting, it feels like mixed messages. It's not. So I almost feel like you get a download and insight, or you've already had it and you're working on something. And this is a month to really develop it. And I think with that full moon in Taurus that totally trines your sign, it's a nice flow of energy. With that full moon in Taurus, be willing to get ready to release into the greater community what your idea is, what it is you have done. That is the part where you step up and you help and you collaborate with others, right? That's where this Three of Wands, where you're spreading your magic out and you're creating it out into the world. But before you get there, there's a need to do the research, to be prepared, right? To be prepared. This Ace of Swords asks you to be discerning. Be discerning about your truth and what it is that you're trying to bring in. And then you have this Dove, right, which is going to be about peace, but it's an 8. So it says, I am Dove, the peace of alignment. I am feminine and I am sensitive to my surroundings. I am the nourishment of the earth and the gentleness of her instinct. I am the calm before the storm. I am hope and I am harvest. I am the embellishment of harmony and the sacrifice necessary to nurture what has been created. You are at peace now, brimming with compassion. You are in love with life. I am the enjoyment of family connections. Ooh, that 10 of Pentacles. I am the safety of a united community. This is not a time to fly solo. That's twice they said that, but rather to seek out kindred spirits. I am the gathering of liked minds. I am the coven. That 3 of Cups. I am the serenity of kin. I am group-minded and structured. Merge with the energies with others and watch what unfolds. There is great power in collaboration. There is profound wisdom within the whole. This is craziness, because when I look at this competitive energy here, that is not what I'm getting. I hate to argue with spirit. That's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm trying not to do that. But I just heard be discerning. There's a community that you fit into. There is a community that you fit into that will get what you're trying to do, that will understand and will relate to you. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. You know, in this 5 of Wands, you have the ability maybe to bring together people with a variety of ideas and make them work together in a unity. Maybe that's what they're talking about, the opportunity to build something together. You have Field of Dreams, Ride the Wave, and the Bone Collector. And the Bone Collector is about not letting things of the past interfere with your ability to have success in the future. Ride the wave says to stay in connection with the energy as it's flowing and seek the joy and the happiness. And again, this is multiples, right? This is working collaboratively with others. And Field of Dreams. And so this dream, this goal, this thing that you want, you can manifest and create it. There is something about, I want to say, don't be with the people who are arguing with you, the people who are negative about what you're trying to do, and find your way forward. Now, if you are in a business setting, you know, whether it's a restaurant that you work in with a lot of different people, or, you know, even if you're working with a bunch of people like at Walmart, or if you are in the corporate world or something, you could be the peacemaker in a situation with your innovative and creative way of doing things that allows everybody to work together to feel valued and that their ideas are part of the solution. Like that, what's cooking in this pot here, everybody can add to it. I just heard stone soup. So in stone soup, that fable, this guy rolls into town and nobody has any money, and everybody's starving, right? And he just sets up a cauldron in the middle of the town square, and he puts some water on to boil, and he throws a stone in there. And somebody says, what are you doing? He goes, I'm making stone soup. And they're like, oh. He's like, there'll be plenty if you want to have some. And they're like, oh. And then he's like, it would be better, though, with a little bit of flour. And the next thing you know, someone shows up with some flour. And then he's like, and a carrot would definitely help. And then somebody manages to pull a carrot out, and then a potato, and then so you get it, right? Everybody's tossing a little bit in. So individually they didn't have much, but together they had a lot. And then there was this whole big kettle of soup, and the whole town ate really well that night. And so maybe that is what this Five of Wands is about. It is about creating stone soup in an area of your life where there is a lot of arguing and different ideas, and everybody is trying to get on top. And this is about taking your ego out of it and being the person that figures out how to take a little bit of what everybody has and put it together and create something that is even better. Whether this is in a family situation, how do we solve this situation around the family? Everybody's arguing about this, everybody has their ideas. Whether this is at work, whether this is in your friends group trying to pull together, I don't know, class reunion or something, right? And so how can you get everybody's strengths and allow them all to have a voice and a say in a way that is very cohesive? And so there you would have these little, the swords are young, right? And so they have ideas and they're willing to share and they're leading the way through it. They're bravely stepping into it, but they aren't dominating, right? It's not a dominating energy when you have a page, when you have an ace, when you have a knight. Those are not necessarily dominating like the king and the queen, right? And so there's an opportunity here. I think this field of dreams, there's multiple fairies in it. And so it's like everybody's vision of the future can be pulled together to create something, to bring the Ten of Pentacles in. And so it is collaboration. That being said, I still feel like if you have some kind of a great idea, don't let other people drag it down. But I don't think that's what we're talking about here in the overall. In the overall, I think we're talking about a situation where your ability to negotiate, to create and find balance, to give everybody a voice, your ability to lead this month will bring great success. So you have psychic strength, the shield, the talisman, and the golden light. Connect with past over loved ones. Sense, feel, reconnect. Wow, these are really powerful. Okay, so Capricorn, the bone collector. At the end of this month, right, we're moving into it's Halloween, right? All Hallows Eve. The veil is very thin. And so there is an opportunity for you to connect. So it could be that you are connecting with your ancestors, this Ten of Pentacles, this Three of Cups, that you're connecting in with them and receiving their downloads and their guidance. And so open yourself up to that. And a great way to do that is to create space for that. Journaling. So set yourself up for success for that by starting now, being open to talking to them even if you don't see them, and listening for what you hear, what you feel, what you sense, right? Trusting your intuition on this. And so this feels like a whole separate part of this. I feel like this is an opportunity here. This starling energy, we're all moving together. We are all still connected to our lineage. And so you're helping to move that energy forward as you clear your karma, as you release things, as you make choices and decisions. You're helping to heal those on the other side, while their work over there is helping to heal you, because we're all moving as one. We're all connected. And so that is one thing. Then we have the whole, WHOLE, self-help, natural therapies, balance, and Ayurveda, which is bringing the cooling energy to the heat, bringing the dry when it's wet, vice versa. And so this is you being whole and balanced and taking care of yourself. You have a really, I want to say, this feels like juggling multiple balls in the air this month. Because on one hand, you're trying to herd cats over here so everybody gets on a consensus. Over here, it feels like what you do is you've got some idea, something you're trying to bring together and collaborate for yourself. And over here, you're connecting with your ancestors in your lineage and you're trying to heal. And that might be part of this, but it's a little separate. And then over here, there was a third thing. What was it? Ideas. Your health and well-being. Yeah. Okay. So you're trying to connect your health and your well-being, reconnect with your ancestors, work on your idea, and work collaboratively with others. Good gravy, Capricorn. It is a month. You have got a really big assignment this month. This energy in Libra squares your sign. You're going to feel this energy. You're going to feel it. Pluto in your sign on the 1010 gateway stations direct and starts moving forward, creating this transformative energy. I feel like you're carrying a lot, okay? However, you're capable. You're totally capable of doing this. But there is a lot, just like these pentacles are all up in the air, I feel like you got a lot of balls in the air this month. So this is why that balance is going to be really important. Rest, get yourself on a schedule. Eat as healthy as you can, stay hydrated, and don't forget to go for those walks to unwind and create the space for fun. It can't be all work and no play. That could be a real problem for you in the long run. So finding the balance. Wow. Okay. All right, Capricorn. I feel like Spirit's like giving you a big assignment this month. Compared to everybody else's readings, and I'm only have 3 left to go. I feel like you're the adult in the room this month. So be the adult in the room this month. Be the adult in your life. All right, you guys take good care. I'm on Facebook every day. Leave me a comment, and I do a drawing for a free reading every month, and I do it from the comments. Like I pick a comment, and Spirit actually picks it, and so then we'll connect. Over on Facebook, if you're in the Facebook group where we look at the astrology every day, I have another way of contacting you to let you know you win in case you don't have time to come back and check your messages. And what else? Oh, thanks for subscribing and hitting the thumbs up and supporting the work I do here. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. We're in for it this month. Let's go get it. All right, and talk to you soon.